Hope you had a great weekend. Let's start with the feet parallel. Let's try to be aligned today and working using this part of the body to stabilize our body for the next 30 minutes. Awesome. Lifting all 10 toes off the mat. Lowering the toes and lifting the heels. Down and we lift the toes, all 10 toes, yes. Down with the toes, up with the heels. Down and up, articulating the feet, the joints in the feet and in the ankles, super important. That has then an incidence on the rest of the body. Down and left. One more. Lifting the heels, lowering the heels, lifting the toes. Lowering the toes. Now we're lifting one foot completely. We're balancing, pivoting on the heel. We lean forward on a flat back, lifting that foot, pressing down with the heel, feeling the back of the calf muscles. And we lower the foot, coming up. And we're changing, lifting as much as you can that foot off the ground. Feeling the back of the leg, the tendon stretching, and we change. And back, and changing. Try to lean forward as much as you can, bending one leg, straightening the other, leaning forward with a flat back. And last one. We've done stretching the back of the legs. We come up, we lift the heels, we lower the heels, and now we bend the knees. The knees are over the feet. We feel a stretch behind the calf muscles, and we come up and down. Try to bend your knee as much as possible while keeping the heels down. And up. Squeezing your glutes as you come up, your pelvic floor muscle and your abs. And down. Feeling as you push the knees down, you feel some pressure in your ankles. You feel a stretch behind the calf muscle and an activation in the front of the leg. And now we stay down. Now we place the feet in V and we change from parallel to V. From parallel to V. And we're going to pulse. Every time we change the feet. And pulse as you press the heels together to form the V. You go down and you pulse. And we continue. Press your heels against each other. Activate the inner thigh muscles. And 3. Go down a bit more. Bend the knees more. And 1. And back to parallel and up. Let's stretch the legs, pushing the hips from side to side. Stretching the glutes. Making sure you're breathing fully here. 1 more. Now we lift one arm up and we stretch up, more up. We go up to the rib cage, between the rib cage and the hips. 1 more. And 1 more. Placing one hand on the other side of the head, pushing the head to the side, and pushing in the opposite direction your shoulder and back. And you do the other side. And back. One more. Now we're looking down and we press. Going back to the side, press and up. And to the side. And looking down towards the armpit, pressing down and to the side and back. And now let's circle the arms, lifting the heels up. Using the whole range of motion of your shoulders. Shoulder blades are moving towards the front, up, towards the back. Squeezing each other and reverse. Every time lifting the heels up. Keep the heels parallel. 2 more. And 1 more. And down. Now let's do a big step forward. Hands on the hips or at the front. Bend to the side. Squat at the back. Lunge. And front, side, and back. Let's go back to the side. Front and side. And back. Side and front. Always keep a straight back. No rounding. And back, front, last one, side and front, and back, and we change leg, front, side, getting the body warm, working the legs, working the glutes. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you stay aligned. And last one. And we finish with the front one and back. Excellent. Now, let's do one step back. We have the front leg is bent, back leg is straight, and we're pushing the heel down. One arm forward, one arm to the side, lifting the back heel down and up, lifting the whole body. You're gonna push that heel down. I want it to touch the mat. We do this 10 times. And now we kick and back. So we kick that leg and back. And kick and back. And kick. I want that heel down, run. It's not a lunge, so back heel should go down at the back. Yes, and kick and bring it down. Feeling the stretch behind the leg. One more and down. And we change. Front leg is bent. We're changing the arms, one forward, one to the side. And for now, we're lifting the heel up and down. So back leg is straight. That's it. Pressing the heel down. Back straight. And back leg is also straight. One more. Are you ready to kick? and kick, and back, kick, kick, and kick. Back heel is down, and kick, and 2, and 1, and back. Now feet together, both knees bent, flex over, fingertips touching the mat. Now we bend the knees a bit more to have a back straight, straight back, straight back. So bend the knees a bit more. There you go, a bit more, Lisa. A bit more. Okay. All right, so we have a back straight. Now lift that, extend one leg back. And now let's try and do without the fingertips. Lifting the arms slightly, balancing on one leg. Working all deep muscles of the leg. Feet muscles, ankle muscles around the joint. Pointing the toes back and bringing the fingertips back and the leg back. Bending the knees again, changing leg, fingertips touching the mat, extending one leg back. And now we're lifting the arms slightly. And balancing, staying there. The standing leg is bent. The extended leg is straight. Toes are pointing back. Tuck your chin in, shoulders away from the ears. And we're bringing the fingertips back and the leg back. Excellent. Now keep the back rounded and bend one leg after the other. Feeling the stretch behind the legs. Now pause, and on the side of the straight leg, we twist. Inhaling back to center, twisting on the other side. And inhaling back to center. Now place both hands on the mat. If you're feeling fragile on your wrists, come on your fists. Extend one leg back. Feel the stretch in the hips here. And bring the other leg back. And stay for a few seconds in a plank, pressing away from the mat. Tuck your chin, back of the head is aligned with the spine. So lift your head slightly. That is the back of the head that you're lifting. Shoulders away from the hips, from the ears, sorry. Fighting for gravity, squeeze the belly button to your spine. Hips aligned with the rest of the body. Yes, lower your hips slightly. Lisa. Yes, lift your head slightly, Lou. Yes, perfect. Stay there for a few more seconds. You can do this. Breathing fully. And knees down and stretch. Now let's bend one knee. It's not going to be here under the hips. It's going to be back. Yeah, excellent. Inhale here. So knee is back, is not underneath the hip, is back. That's it. Inhale and exhale. We're doing push-ups with one knee down. And 2. We're gonna do 5 and 3. It's not the head trying to reach the floor, it's the chest. Don't bring your head closer. Your head stays aligned with your spine, it's your chest. Now we change knee, and we do 5 more. And 1, and 2. It's a tough one. And 3, 2 more. Squeeze your abs in, and 5. Bring the knees back, open, and stretch on the mat. Now come up into your knees on a high kneeling position. Flex your feet at the back. Open the arms up, circle them, grab them at the back, and open your chest. Now stretch the thighs as you come back and up. Inhale and exhale. Now let's lift the arms up. As you do a thigh stretch, circle and back. And again, up, circle and back. What's important here, you're gonna push your hips forward and posterior tilt your pelvis. Inhale, up and back. Feel the stretch in your shoulders and in the front of your body. And back. 1 more. Inhale. Now stay there. See if you can grab your heels and stretch the front of the body. If you can't, just open and stay there. And slowly come back up. Excellent. Let's now sit. Opening the legs to the width of the mat. Here the challenge is to stay upright. If you really struggle, you can bend your knees. For the ones who are too tight behind their legs. Otherwise, use your abs and your lower back. Imagine you have a big belt around the waist. Open your arms to the side, palms facing the front, the wall in front of you. And we exhale, twist, pulsing 2 times. And back to center. And back. Imagine I'm pulling the top of your head to the ceiling. So stay a bit more upright, everyone. As if you have a magnet pulling you up on top of your head and back. And last one. And back. Excellent. Now bend your knees. Arms are behind you, palms pointing to the side. Inhale and exhale. Lift your hips up. You're gonna look forward, lengthen the back of your neck. Squeeze your belly button to your spine and very slowly come back. Here you will feel your shoulders stretching. Inhale and exhale, come up. Lift your chest up, your hips up. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips up a bit more. Yes, much better. And come back. Let's do that a last time. Inhale and exhale. Pressing on your feet, lifting the hips up, opening your chest, lengthening the back of your neck. And very slowly come back down. And lie down, all the way down. Now place your feet in a V position. Your knees are bent on the side. Excellent. Interlace your fingers behind the head. Lifting your head and the chest. And lifting those feet up and down. Pressing the heels together. And up and down. You see a diamond shape in your legs. And down. That diamond shape is not moving. It's at the hip joint, but it goes up and down. No arching of the back. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Heels down. Now let's place the arms like a ballerina. Slightly rounded, flexed at the elbow. Fingertips pointing at each other. And we lift the heels up. And we pulse with the chest. Very little movement here. Chest up. Feet should be close to the floor. Just above the mat. Yes. And back. Take your knees to your chest and massage your spine from left to right. Now feet down. Lifting the heels up. We're on the 10 toes here. Arms alongside the body. We're gonna lift the pelvis and the vertebrae, one after the other, as we exhale. And once we up, we squeeze the glutes. Yes, lengthen your lower back. So pubic bone lifted. No arching of the back allowed here. Inhale and exhale. Articulate the spine down. And again, inhale and exhale. Keep your knees aligned with your hips. That's the challenge. Squeeze your glutes up. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles and relax your shoulders. Come on, squeeze a bit more. I want to see hips a little bit higher. And exhale down. And again, inhale and exhale. Lifting vertebra by vertebra. Keeping the knees aligned with the hips, so we're not opening the legs to the side. Squeezing the glutes. And now we lower the heels and we lift the heels. Lower and lift. The hips are not moving, it's only the ankle joint. Keep the hips up and down with the heels up and down. Lift the hips a bit higher. Yes, Lisa. Up and down. Squeeze your glutes all this time as you lower and lift the heels. And again. 4 more. And 3. Lift the hips higher. Squeeze your glutes. And 2. And last one. Keep the heels lifted and lower your pelvis vertebra by vertebra all the way down. Now take your legs to your hands, open to the side and close. And open, feel it, the stretch in your inner thighs. Balance from left to right. Now we have the arms up and lifting the head and the chest. The arms go between the legs. Let's do a 5 pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Closing the legs. Arms go outside the legs. And we pulse for 5. 1, 2, 3. Make sure you engage your abs so the neck is not working. Then we open the legs and we pulse for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Close the legs and pulse for 4 outside of the legs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's go back and pulse for 3. 1, 2, 3, and outside. 1, 2, 3. Open the legs, pulse for 2. 1 and 2. Outside. 1 and 2. And then 1. And then 1 outside. And we go down. Knees to your chest. And let's go from right to left. Now open the arms to the side, palms facing the ceiling, legs at 90 degrees. Let's twist the spine. Knees go to one side. We go into the opposite side with the head. And exhale, squeeze your obliques, go back to center. And we go to the other side. Legs in one direction, head in the other. One hip is on the floor, but both shoulder blades are anchored into the mat. And change. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Feeling a stretch. And an activation in opposite sides. And last one. Exhale, back. And last. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze your abs in. Awesome. Let's now sit as a mermaid. We're going to stretch the obliques, lifting one arm and stretch to the side. And the other side. Let's do 2 times. Last on this side. And last. Try to be leading with your fingertips, feeling a stretch on the side of the body. Excellent. Now let's open the hip. So stay here and twist your spine. Look at the side of the mat, feeling the opening here on your hip flexor and back. And again. Take your hip, so hand on your hip, and we're twisting it. Last one. Feeling a stretch here, stay there for a few seconds. Now placing your hands on the side of the mat and lifting that back leg. And up. Tap with the leg and lift as high as you can. Tap and lift. Lift that leg up higher, higher. And 4. And 5. And last one. Stay there. And we tap and lift, just the leg. Tap and lift. Keep your chest open. The elbows to the back. And 3. Lift that leg as high as you can. 4. 2 more. And then we keep the leg up. And we circle. 1, 2, 3. Pointing the toes. And 6. And reverse. You should be facing the mat, not to the side. 5 and 6. And come back. And change. And twist, side bend. And 1. And 2. Straight arm if you can. Doesn't matter if you don't go far. And excellent. Now placing the hand on the hip and twist back to the side. And last one, lifting that hip up. Lift that hip. Yes, Lou, you can lift it a bit more. Twist it to the side. Feel a hip stretch here. Now place the hands on the mat and lift that leg at the back and up. Feeling the triceps here. Your chest is aiming to touch the mat, and we straighten that leg back. I want to see a bent leg. Yes. Always straight. And down. And now we tap and lift. So the chest is almost touching the floor. The arms are working hard as we lift and lower that leg. Bending the elbows a bit more. 2. And we circle. 6. And 6 reverse. And we come back. Now let's come up. It's the end of the class, lifting the knees up, bending one leg after the other. And on the side of the straight leg, we twist. Inhale back to center, twisting on the other side. Inhaling back to center, bending the knees and coming up. Vertebra by vertebra.